Hey, this is Ears of Steel, and I am back after quite a while. So you might be wondering what happened, and the answer is I built something, which I will be showing you quickly. And I spent quite a while building it, like too long. And when I got to the editing, I didn't want to go over. I had like 3 hours of raw footage that I just did not want to do, and that kind of made me give up on the whole thing. Uh, Even though I thought it was like decent footage, but I just didn't. I was lazy. I'm lazy. If you haven't picked up on that, I'm pretty lazy. Um, and then you might also wonder, why did I start again? Why did I decide I was going to come back? And the answer is because I just got a comment on one of my videos saying that I should, continue the series. And I thought, oh, you know what, I might as well. It's been like a couple of months, and I'm kind of bored with my life, so I'm going to do that. Um, I did start a new world in the meantime that I've just been playing kind of for myself. And I think I'm going to transfer the Let's Play over to that one. Um, but I did want to show you what I wound up building, and that is this thing. It is a lot less impressive than I remember it being. But I do like this build style. I like how there's a... Oh, it's a wheat farm, by the way. Uh, so basically you go up all of these ones. You can plant. I made sure that each one of these is 4 by 4, so it's got 16. Or it's a stack total, and I think this is stackable, like each one of the levels for I'm not sure how high it would go, but I think you could probably get like 2 or 3 more layers in from this. Right now it just does a stack of wheat. I usually like to do everything in um, well, if I was being my typical self, I would have done it in like 3 stacks, but you got to do some playing around. I'll show you this circuitry if we can get in here. Circuitry. Uh, well, actually, I'll show you a demonstration first. Where is this? If I can't remember, I haven't played on this world in a while. It is. Uh-oh. Oh, right here. Yeah, right here. Okay. So you see all the wheat flows down, and then after a certain amount of time, you should see. There it goes. So it works by. Uh, it automatically turns on, then automatically shuts off after it's done. And I've got these funnel setups that they all go, everything goes into there, and we should see a full stack of wheat. Some of it must not have been done growing. So I'll show you how this works. I'll show you the circuitry for this. Again, if I can remember how it all is supposed. Can I take that out? Where's that? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I can't take that out. So, what do we have here? First of all, this is a dropper going into a hopper. And this redstone line is the 2 buttons here. Those connect into the redstone down below. So what we need to do here is the basic methodology that you want to do is you say, I want to turn on the water. And then if you're doing a single button click, because droppers will activate only when you click it with a redstone or when you hit it with a redstone signal, you say I want one press of the button to turn into 2 redstone pulses that are a certain amount of time apart. So that is what this contraption is here. This is a pulse lengthener. So first of all, 1 pulse comes up in here, activates this guy. Activates this guy, which that sends the flower into this, which turns on this in turn, which means that now this comparator is turned off, which now allows the items to flow out, or to flow out of this one, because this block is no longer powered, which doesn't lock this hopper. Yeah. That's what you want to hear, is me just going bunch. So now this block is off, allows these items to flow out into this, and this will stay on until all of the items have flown out. And then as soon as all the items are out, this will turn. Right, so this is locked because of this one. So as soon as that's true, then the flower, which was originally pushed into that one and was locked because of this, now goes back into here. This was turned off, which allowed this on. And there's a torch, which we can not see. I can take these out. So this torch, like it inverts these two. So when this one is locked, this one isn't. And when this one is locked, this one isn't. So as soon as all of the items are done flowing out of this, this turns off, which stops locking this, which allows it to go back into here, the flower that was in the hopper, which means that now this comparator will turn back on, which switches it and allows all the items to flow back in. If that was a long, drawn-out enough explanation. And I've just got 16 in there. It seemed on that test that I could have turned it off some, or sped it up. And so that will generate one pulse and then another pulse right after. Or after a certain amount of time, and the amount of time depends on this. I think there's a formula. I think it's 0.7 times this number minus 1. I could be off with that. Now, the next part of the circuitry is a dual edge detector system, whatever you want to call it. So what this does is, when this hits its pulse, we won't be able to see it, I don't think, and I don't have any torches or anything on me to try to show you. Oh no, I've got a button here. Maybe this will work. So there, it turns on first, and that's sent a pulse up from this redstone, and I think there's like a torch on another block here, and it basically cuts off the redstone and allows that. And now when we see all these, it pulses again, because of the circuitry that's back through here. I think it's a torch. I'm sure I'll use this again at some point. Well, I should show you in a creative world, but I won't. Yeah, so that's how this all works, is that there's a clock that's extended, like it lengthens the pulse, and then when it turns on, this emits a pulse up the chain, and when it turns off, it emits another pulse. So it's two pieces of circuitry to accomplish what I needed, which I think is the way that the majority of things work. And then this, you just click and you make sure you go down each one to plant everything again. So yeah, that was the only thing that I had built in this world. I had the beginnings of some steps, and I didn't clean up the lava at all, so I'm not sure if I had that built, the enchanting table, or not. I forget all where I was. That was going to be maybe a cow farm? I'm not sure. I had stuff marked out. I had stuff happening, but I lost interest with the world. I wasn't getting very many views. I know that's not why you should be doing this, but it matters to me. I like it when I get views and comments. It makes me feel better about myself, like I'm a good human being. Yeah. So that being said, let's get over to the new world. Here we are. This isn't really the world. Basically, I did some. This sounds so dumb. I did some upgrading / downgrading, whatever you want to call it, with the snapshots, and I lost a bit of stuff. Not really that much. Not anything I was like happy about, I guess. I'm pretty casual about this, and so I went back to my last save file, and it turns out that is. Well, I'm need to talk a bit slower so you understand. Well, you probably get it now. That is just before I fought the dragon. So we're gonna do that. Episode number I don't know what episode I should call this. Maybe 4? 4? No, 3. I'm gonna call it episode 1. A New Hope. No, I don't know what I call it. So yeah, we're gonna fight the dragon right now. And I've actually done this before, so I know exactly how the world is generating and what it looks like and everything. Little pro tip for y'all, if you didn't know, turning sideways. Well, if you turn sideways, will allow you to... that's real loud, isn't it? Let's turn this down. Hostile creatures turn you to 40. If you turn sideways, it allows you to pillar faster. Where's this guy? Oh man. The last time that I did this, I think this is the third time I've had to revert back to this backup. I managed to kill the dragon while keeping one of his crystals intact, so I might try to do that again. I'm not sure if I'll be able to, but I'm sure as heck gonna give it a try. I think I've got an Enderman on me. Come on. Get it together. Get out of my house. My desk is like so sticky. I don't have a mouse pad because I'm a big dumbass. Come on. So sometimes that gets really hard to aim. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's still one up over there. Is that the one that I left? I think I'm gonna leave one of these guys. My food right now is... Come on. Get the hell out of here. There we go. That'll be the one that I try to not destroy. Because I think... If you guys don't know who Panda is, you should really figure that out, because that guy is a genius, and I'm pretty sure he has devised a system that lets you move these. Okay, so now we'll go over to this side, because I think there's... Fuck. I'm sure you've all seen this 1,000 times. Yeah, get out of there. Got nothing on me. This guy chasing me, some good. This is so stupid. There we go. Okay. Let's see now. Is he gonna come back? I might not be able to kill this guy without destroying everything. Come on! Fuck! Oh, I mean, shoot. Gosh diddly dang nabbit. Come ye over here. This is super exciting, isn't it? Let's see. There we go. Good hits. Doing? Okay. These dragon fights are always just so boring. I don't know, there might be some cuts. Not sure yet. But if there are, we'll just come back for the relevant parts. Because I'm just stumbling all over my words. I'm not saying anything that you want to hear. Let's see. What am I doing with my life right now? I haven't really talked about myself too much. Well, I don't know what I have talked about. No. Oh, fuck. It's gonna regenerate. Don't do that. Fuck. Oh, that was almost a triple. I am in my last year of school. University, that is. I'm going to graduate with a degree in engineering physics. That's still really loud. Because now I'm going to talk, so we need it. Come on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to graduate with a degree in engineering physics, which is kind of like a double degree between physics or honors physics and electrical engineering. I'm not that smart though. Don't think I'm smart. Just because of that, I'm actually kind of stupid. I'm gonna farm a couple of ender pearls while this guy pansies around and... Yeah, so this weekend actually was my Iron Ring ceremony. I'm Canadian. Iron Ring it's part of a ceremony that is only in Canada for engineers in Canada, called the Ritual of the Calling of the Engineer. And it's basically you get a ring. The original ones were made out of iron, but now it's stainless steel. And it was made of the iron of a bridge that collapsed due to some failures on the engineering's part. Basically, they goofed, and it's a reminder to hold paramount the important things, knowing that you need to staying true to your job, I guess, and the important things with the job. Being honest, making sure everything that you do is safe, because, if a building collapses, that's obviously a huge deal. There's consequences, both legally and morally, I'm sure. I've never had a building collapse that I built, just saying that. And I don't need to worry about that so much. It's not my degree, my field isn't really something that's going to have stuff collapsing on you all day. And even if something does go catastrophically wrong, people aren't really gonna die. But yeah, still, the Iron Ring it's kind of a big thing, and I'm pretty happy that I got it. Oh, okay. Let's see, this is F. This is Z. Okay. I'm gonna try and Ender Pearl into him and then kill him. No. Come back over here. Scheiße. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's loud. Alright. So yeah, well, we'll go back to the bed now that I've finished rambling about stuff that nobody else here cares about. Um, oh yeah, and we've got the new enchant. Do I have the new enchanting system? I don't think that I do. By the new enchanting system, I mean the one in the snapshots. Come on. I didn't bring a piston either or anything, so I'm just gonna leave the dragon egg up there for a bit. Uh-huh. And I will be back. I'm gonna skip credits and we'll be back at my base. I can show you everything that's going on. And we did manage to save that crystal, which is pretty neat. Get in here. Escape that, nobody cares. And here we are back at the base. I'll climb up here and show you the view. And then I'll give you a quick tour, and that'll probably be all that we do for this episode. And I will... I heard an Enderman there. That'll probably be all that I do for this episode. And then you can go, and I will do more. Do more later off camera, and hopefully be back. I think I'm going to stay motivated that time. That I got a comment saying that I should continue, and that was really, really enheartening for me. So the only things I have really built so far is I've got that. Well, obviously these big. This was based off of a picture that I saw on Reddit of a city in the Netherlands. I forget what it was called, but it basically looked like a giant star. Hastad? Hastad? I don't remember what it's called. But yeah, the idea is that all of these smaller circles, the big circles, let's see, this one I'm probably going to put storage and maybe like a trading platform. And then I'm going to have smaller farms all the ways around. And then in these corners will be bigger things like a like maybe a mob farm, an iron farm, a gold farm. I'll probably do like a pretty big sugarcane farm to complement the trading. Or I might even just do a sugarcane farm on like one of these. I'm not sure yet. Mob farm. I've got it drawn on my backboard here. And a tree farm. I need a tree farm somewhere in there. I've got a couple of cactus down. Not really that big of a deal. The fortress is over there. Or the stronghold. This is a skeleton farm. I had a skeleton grinder or a skeleton spawner pretty close. And this is all deep ocean, by the way. That pillar over there is where my strip mines are. That's at 0, 0, and I'm going to go 500 in every direction. And then that is my wheat and carrot farm, and there's where my cows are. So I guess the best thing to do is to show you the... Damn. The skeleton farm, straight off the bat. So this works. This was actually really difficult to build, and I'm gonna show that off because it's... I like the build style that it came out with. I try to do a lot of these kind of things where I'll make it more layered, like a structured tower almost. And I wish I had night vision potions so I could show it off better, but we'll get down to the bottom and I'll show you, hopefully. So it's kind of dark and ominous when you're down here in the water, and you can kind of see what I'm going for. And the exits, well, I'll take you in from the top. Can I wonder if I could, okay, good. So this is a dispenser, and it's got hose in it. And then you till this, and it's a flush switch, bud switch. And then you've got the grinder here. I've got a T flip-flop here, which is a pretty nice T flip-flop. I'll probably use it at some point in the future so you can see what it looks like. And then skeletons fall from there, and they're all one hit-ish. With the new armor, it's kind of tough sometimes. I do have a boat. So the way this works is you got a dispenser, and hopefully it's not reliable. That's why I don't really keep it stocked anymore. But when you run over the pressure plate, it pops out a boat, and you ride it up to the top, and feel like a stud doing it. Yeah, there we go. And then we get out here. I don't think I can get all the ways over to the other side because we've got stuff in the way. So yeah, that's how that skeleton farm works. It's a pretty basic setup. And I'm gonna build more on top of it because right now it's like I'm gonna have a tower there. But then I will show you the wheat and carrot farm. So I was kind of happy with the way it turned out. It's expensive and needless, but it looks kind of cool. I'm not totally happy. Let's see. This is a... Okay, so we've got dispensers that run there. This is where the platform is. Dispensers all have water buckets in it. Shoot it out. All the wheat and carrots. I don't want to harvest this because it's a pain in the ass to replant. And I've got as much as I need. Push this, sends a signal, which gets laddered up. Laddered up here, up these half slabs, all the way to the top. And dispensers all dispense buckets simultaneously. Wash it all off into the hoppers, and you run around and gather it. I didn't realize how much stuff was going to get stuck on this from these panes. So I'm going to have to swap those out at some point in my life when I have Silk Touch and feel motivated enough to do that. Yeah, not super, nothing fancy, nothing like, it looks fancy, but the circuitry itself is not fancy, which means it's, in my opinion, a waste. But, you know, your mileage may vary on what you consider to be a waste. I'm gonna trample this, alright. Okay. Yeah, that's all I have built so far. Next time... Next time I will... There's a slime chunk over there that I started building once. I don't know if I'll build the farm yet. I will probably try to build an iron farm, in all honesty, because I am just about out of iron. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll show you where everything is. This is the stuff that I have so far. I'm gonna try and... This is only stuff that I've gotten off of mobs. I'm gonna try and make like an ultimate set of every type of armor that is both enchanted and unenchanted. And these are the bows that I have. Actually, this bow, Macht, is only built from these kind of bows. Like stuff that I dropped from skeletons and I leveled up in an anvil. Got a lot of sand and glass. A little bit of this kind of stuff. I'm constantly low on cobble. A lot of bones and arrows this time though. Okay. Yeah, I'm not super rich. Like, you haven't missed a whole lot of what I've done. So, yeah, hopefully you will join me on my journey to building everything this time. The one rule that I have is that everything has to be in a tower format. So that's why this is in a tower, that's why that guy over there is in a tower. Everything has to be a tower. Even if there's just one thing at the top, like an enchanting table, you have to go up the tower to get to the enchanting table. That's the one rule that I'm going to have for myself when I'm building this time. And hopefully you tune into the next episode. Leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time.